Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal. My name is the Brandt. It's been a little while since I've done a stream, I think last week and whatnot. But it's good to see people. I'm just going to chat and play. This is kind of some of my last few days that I'm home before I head back to teaching and school. So I'll still have live plays and everything, obviously, but it'll be a little bit more limited and whatnot. And I know most people seem to like watching Marvel Champions, and I like playing Marvel Champions. It's an easy midday thing to do, so I figured I would do that. Today we got hit with a hurricane. Hurricane Henri came through Connecticut, and it luckily didn't materialize too much, so we were good. Hello, good to see you, Shadow Sever. Thanks for joining. I'm Brandt. This is Step into the Portal. Go ahead and like the video if this is something that you want to see more of. I know Marvel Champion's been pretty popular. We're waiting for Mad Titan Shadow. I really want to play that one, but it's not coming to America, so I have to wait a little bit. Hello, Daniel. Oh, it's good to see people here midday. I had no idea on a Monday if people would show up. I know in about an hour. I think that's when Team Covenant is going to play, so I want to watch them as well. So we'll go through. So thanks for joining me. I'm just going to try out two decks here today. I've got Black Panther and Iron Man. I went back, or Tony Stark and T'Challa, and I went back and just made some decks with them. And I'm going to play Rhino to make Rhino, because I just don't ever play Rhino on stream, so I figured to make Rhino harder, I shuffled in the Kree Fanatic, so I've got that one in there. And we will see how this goes. And I'm going to play two-handed, because I think that's a little more enjoyable, or whatever. It's just a thing. I don't know if it's more enjoyable. So I've got the Breaking and Taken out. So the T'Challa deck is an aggression deck. And really, it's focused on getting all these cards out of the deck. So I really want to thin the deck and then play Wakanda Forever. So I've got 2 crew quarters, and I've got 2 combat trainings, and I've got like Helicarrier and 2 honorary Avengers and 2 martial prowess. So I'm just handing things off to the other player and kind of buffing them there. Yeah, I love Team Covenant. They do a great job. I've been sad they haven't played Marvel Champions in a while, but luckily with the delay for Mad Titan Shadow, that'll allow them to finish up their campaign with Galaxy's Most Wanted. And then I really just threw this deck together, but I went Justice, and I put a lot of lightning bolts in. I'm going to try out these pistols. I've never used them, so this could not work so well. But I put Jack Flag in there because the pistols are tech, so that could help him build up a little bit, was the idea. And then he's got the Heroic Intuitions and the Sonic Rifle. Hey, Emily's going to join us. Howdy, Emily. Are you coming over? All right, we got lots of people on here. If it wasn't for my work it's been weird having... I've been enjoying the Hold Heroes lately. Expert Venom, he is... accepted Venom. Yep. Yeah, no, it's fun to go back and play them, and there's a new card pool. I really like the aerial cards. I mean, in solo, they're not so good, but in multiplayer 2 or more, they get really good, so that seems interesting for all that. Let's see. If it wasn't for my work commitments, I'd play remotely. Oh, thanks, Rob. Yeah, I remember when I got Galaxy Most Wanted, we played. Oh, it's not a problem. I'll get a chance to play it and whatnot, so I appreciate it, though. Yeah, we played Ronin. Oh, gosh. I'm sure I'll figure something out. We'll be able to play it and get to it. And we're lucky that it comes into distribution, and then we can grab it even before it's on sale. This one will be a little bit different, but should be exciting. I've looked through all the cards and everything. I don't mind being spoiled, so there's that. You see a discussion on Facebook the other day about Fusillade. What is that called? Fusillade versus Mean Swing. Yeah, it's an interesting one because you can use one to do 5 damage and pay, and you could do the other in terms of that. Oh, and there's Brian. Brian plays me a whole bunch. Yeah, we did do those, showcase those aerial cards. I'm kind of going off, actually. Brian and I were playing yesterday. He helped me because I was kind of worried about this hurricane. I don't know if I was worried, but I just think about it a lot. So with all the wind he was playing with yesterday, that's where I had the idea to try Black Panther out here. So I'm going to do this Black Panther, just buff him and Tony Stark and try to clear his deck. So kind of the idea. Aggression Thor lately. Yeah, Aggression Thor is pretty much ridiculous. All right, so we'll shuffle up and see what we've got here. Actually, I shuffled these before. People said they don't like this. Some people didn't like the sound of the shuffling, so I did shuffle these before then. All right, so I don't need Wakanda Forever. So I'd love to get Hulk out. I don't really need Valkyrie right now, so I think I'm going to pitch all of these. and draw. Wow, lots of events. So it's events, events, events. Okay. Not the most helpful. So we'll do that, and then we'll go get... What do we need? He could take care of thwart a little bit better. Should we get our suit, or should we just try to do damage? I don't know. I feel safest with the tactical genius, so I think I'm going to go with that one. Deck idea I put together with leadership with Monica, dealing 28 to 33 points of damage in a turn. Oh, gotcha. Spectrum. Sweet. Yeah, link it over. Put it on the Facebook channel. I'll check it out. All right, so we start out there, and then Stark. Just give a brief shuffle. So we do have a sonic rifle, and that, and the gauntlets, and pepper, huh? So we got all these. So we could get this rifle out. We get pepper out. Then we could use this to be able to play something else. So that's actually a pretty good starting hand, so we'll keep that. All right, and we can tech up. All right, so T'Challa's going to go first. What makes the most sense? Just a Hulk to block or a combat training to get out of my deck? Let's just get the combat training out, and we'll put it on T'Challa in this case. And then, that's kind of a mess, huh? We will play Tactical Genius and have to hold on to these other ones. So we will thwart here for 2. And go from there. Yeah, Thor's awesome in terms of all that. And, yeah, Monica didn't register with me immediately. But, yeah, it's interesting to see her decks. I'm interested. Adam Warlock is really going to be fun to build or just kind of feel locked. I'm not sure which, so that'll be interesting on his part too. All right, so let's Futurist over here. We'll grab the double resource. Discard the others. Boy, it's been a while. So then we will play Pepper Potts. Wow. I want to get all this stuff out. If I play Pepper, then I could play the rifle and the gauntlets, and I don't need that, so that'll work. All right, so I use the 2 double resources to play her. Then I will use her to trigger that double and play the gauntlets. And then I will play the sonic rifle. And I will flip up and remove Break It and Take In. And I will confuse him. And I will deal a damage. 29. All right, there we go. Wow, we're going to need a lot of space. Forget these are characters that are going to spread out a whole bunch. Yeah, this was annoying over here. That doesn't happen as much. 5 cards, so we'll have these ones to play. Perfect. Now we can drop the Hulk. All right, and Iron Man gets 1, 2, 3. Small hand. That's right. We'll make it work. All right, so we're going to add 2 threat. Let's see. Black Panther, Iron Man was one of my few campaign victories. Huh. Board control versus him. Is that on standard or expert? Which were you playing on, Daniel? All right, he's going to attack here. I'm just going to take it. So it's going to be 3 plus attached to my identity. Oh no. When an enemy initiates an attack, and I can get rid of it. So it's +1. When an enemy initiates an attack, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm taking 3. So I go to 8. And then Iron Man will get attacked for 3 plus 0. So he goes to 6. And then we get cards. Stampede, he's attacking again. All right, so now he gets the +1, huh? All right, so that's going to be 4, 5. We're down to 3. And stunned. Yikes. And this one is advance. So it'll be 1. Oh, nope, he doesn't advance. He's confused. All right, pass this over to Iron Man. Interesting. All right, so there's more tech that we can trigger. We've got Pepper Potts to pay for things, so we will confuse him again. This will go away. Not really worried about that threat, so I will flip down and heal to go to 9, and then Futurist. I need tech, so I'm going to take the pistol. And then I'm going to use this. Oh, I should have dealt 1 damage, sorry. This to play the boots, and I'm going to use this and Pepper to play the pistol, which has 3 charges on it. And that gives us tech. Oops, I shouldn't have readied him yet. Sorry about that. All right, so over here, I will play the claws. I will play Hulk, and I will exhaust in order to get rid of that and stay this way. And I will hold the martial prowess. I'm not going to have Hulk attack. I'm just going to block. Yeah, expert campaign is tricky. All right, SoCal Trojan says, the reason I call her Monica over Spectrum is because she was the original Captain Marvel in the comics, a founding member of the Avengers, but Marvel has since changed her character. Ah, yeah, that's not stuff that I'm as aware of, but that makes sense in terms of that. All right, Stark, we go back to 6 cards. Okay, and then over here, Black Panther. All right, so I can play this martial prowess, and I can play this combat training, or I could opt to play this endurance, which I might want to do as well. All right, we're adding 2 threat. She'll always be the original Captain Marvel. Makes sense. All right, over here, he is confused, so he will not scheme. He's attacking over here, and Hulk is going to take it, so it's 4 plus 2, and that's 1 hit Hulk. Ouch. Guess it makes sense with Rhino. And then cards. So this one will be a master plan, so we will go find a scheme. Ooh, not a lot of schemes in here. Judge, jury, and executioner. So I'll have 6 on it. After a friendly character is defeated, add 2 threat to the main scheme. That's fun. So that will have 6 on it, and a Hydra mercenary. All right, pass over here, Black Panther. So I can combat training Stark. And I think I will pitch, what's he got for attacks? Just a repulsor blast. I think I will pitch this martial prowess in order to play endurance on Tony. Bring him to 12. I will attack and knock out this Hydra mercenary. Unfortunately, I cannot get rid of that threat, and I will flip down. So then over here, I will futurist. And I will take these gauntlets. I will play the arc reactor. And then use pepper pots. Sorry, you can't see my... Oh, you can. On my double resource to play the van. Then I will play... How do I want to do this? Oh, I've got the boots. I have 1 more hit point too, huh? I knew I had a hit point somewhere. I guess I will play... Do I need Stark Tower anymore? Do I need Stark Tower? That's the big question. No, right? I could pay for it with this, then go get that to play the boots, though, which isn't bad. All right, so I'll pay these 2 to put Stark Tower out, then I'll use it. Sorry, I want the boots on top. And then I will play this to put the boots out to gain another health. Flip, exhaust to get rid of 3 here. Ready, get rid of 3 more. So that is gone. That's going to be a mess. I don't even think I'm going to ping for 1. I'll just ping for 1 here to go to 27. I guess I'll hit him for 1 with this. He's going to heal for 4. I know it. All right. So now we got that. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get 6 cards over here. All right. Ever get a hero that can do things like the Living Tribunal Bar where they can add stuff into the encounter deck? Yeah, it feels like a Mystic thing, right? Which is what they did with, I guess it's kind of, they're giving it to all the Mystics only, if I remember correctly, is how those cards work. So there's that piece. They've done interesting things. I just don't put it past them to find more interesting things to do. They've done a great job, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They'll continue to find great things to do. All right, so we'll be able to heal here. Really, it's just threat we got to watch. But then we should get Sentry out, which will be helpful, so we should be in better shape here. Black Panther, I guess he's buffed a little bit. He's got combat trains. There's not really the card I would be hoping for initially. Oh, that's a great point. It's not that. Okay, so that should still be out there. Thank you. I'm so used to him having heroic intuition, I guess, or that he's 3. So you're totally right. I shouldn't be able to do that. I actually wonder then. I should leave the Hydra Mercenary. So instead of punching, I'm going to have him get rid of this Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just mistakes that are being made. It's kind of casual play, so I'm not doing my best, so just keep me honest there. In terms of all that. All right, so then he's got 6 cards, right? I did that. Yep. All right, so I've got it for Justice, so I can bring that back down. I added my 2 threat there. Counterintelligence if we need it, so we can keep building him here a little bit. And he's got his 6 cards. Okay, I added the 2 threat there, so then he will scheme against Black Panther for 1, plus 2 is 3. So that's going to go to 9 out of... Can never find these 3s. All right, let's put 3 on it. 18. Ooh, so halfway. Schemes for 0, and then he's going to attack Iron Man, who has 14 health, so we'll just take it. And he's going to attack him for 4, so I'm down to 10. Let me make sure that's right, right? 3 plus 1 plus 1, so I was at... yep. All right, so card and card. You dare oppose me. Discard the top 5 cards in the counter deck, and Kree Fanatic gets... Each time... Hold on. Each time a card belonging to the Kree Fanatic set is discarded this way, deal that card to yourself as a face-down encounter. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's Ronan. 5. So we're bringing Ronan out. There he is. He's got toughness. He is going to hit for 3 and scheme for 3. The scheme is the tricky part, huh? When the film phase begins, Ronan the Accuser engages the hero with the fewest remaining hit points. All right. So there's that. Cannot be stunned. Bring the hammer. Ronan the Accuser activates against players he's engaged with if he's not in play. So 3 plus nothing. So that's going to go to 12. Yikes. So 3. So we get rid of 2. That will be at 12. Yeah, the autopilot thing is definitely real. All right, so we come over here. We are going to... ping the tough off of Ronan, and then figure out how to do 18 damage to him, although we do have a supersonic punch if we want to go that route, which would deal 8 damage to him. So that's a thing. Alright, and then we've got that if we need a double. So let's, for just, we can't do both, huh? So we could play counterintelligence and then play for justice and then supersonic punch, I think would work. So let's play counterintelligence. Then let's use Pepper Potts to play for justice to get rid of 4 here. Then, oh, do I not have the resource for supersonic punch? I'm not aerial. Where's my extra resource? Alright, so I need to not play this one and just play for justice. Haven't used Pepper Potts yet. Okay. So then I'm going to use these 2 to supersonic punch. Use the Quinn Carrier to go aerial, so that'll deal 8 to him. 9, 10 on him. out for damage over here? Not too much. So we could bring it up to 14, and then we'd have to figure out the two of them could take him out then. But how are we going to be on threat here? Yeah, we should just get rid of him. All right, so 2, ready, 2, so that's going to be 14. Is he just going to come back, though? Darn it. Doesn't leave play, huh? All right. That will be that. Exhaust, rocket boots, gain aerial. So I did that. And then I will flip down, and I will Stark Tower to get the highest tech into my hand. Futurist. And, ooh. Huh. Do I want my helmet? I am just going to take the helmet, because I can get it back. And then I'll use Pepper Potts and that to play this one. Put that there. All right. Hopefully we won't lose the threat. So T'Challa's going to heal for 4 to go to 7. Flip up. I have not played him with the Sinister Six. That is a way of possibly doing that, though. All right, so Shuri. And then she goes and gets an upgrade from my deck. So I think I'm just going to get a Martial Prowess because it's not really something I'm super interested in right now. And then I will use all of these to play Sentry, who will give me a card. And then I will attach Honorary Avenger to myself, so I go up to 8 health. And then Shuri and Sentry will attack here for 4 and take out Ronin. And what happens to this now? Discard this card. Ooh, so they keep coming back. I guess it's thematic, but I wouldn't have minded if they stayed away. All right, so we did that. We did 18 damage in a turn to get rid of him. That's pretty good. Hopefully I got all that. That is the tricky part about piloting 2 decks on camera, as I'm twice as likely to make a mistake. But like I said, it's just a casual play. I'm not trying to show like, ooh, look what I could do. It's just, this is what I can do. This is what I'm doing. All right, so we will ready him, T'Challa, and draw 5 cards. So now we've got a crew quarters to help heal. We're getting pieces of the suit, and we can start Wakanding forever if it makes sense. Get rid of him would make sense, and get rid of threat. So that should be okay. We're going to hope to draw that foiled we saw over here. And that pistol, notice, was just a holder for getting tech cards. Now if I lose it, it's a lightning bolt to trigger with Tony Stark's abilities. That's kind of the idea with that one. Come on, foiled. All right, perfect. All right, so that lets me flip down and not worry too much. All right, so he's going to add 2 threat here to go to 10. And then he's going to scheme and draw that card. So we will shuffle and have gone through the deck. Should be a little trickier. No, it would be neat to make some kind of Sinister Six combo, though. I could see people doing that. People are starting to do a lot more of that. You see Steve's channel Beat the Game. He's doing all those what-if games and everything. So that's kind of interesting. Foiled, so he'll just add 1. So that's going to go to 11 of 18. And then attacking over here, I think I'll let Shuri just take the hit. 3 plus. I am accused again. I did all that work to get rid of it. So rude. All right, and then I get attacked for 1. So I am at 7, and I think he attacked me initially, and I didn't retaliate, but I will retaliate here. Don't forget. And then he's got a bonus card. Under Fire surges into Assault, surges into Advance. 1 plus 2 is 3. Man. And a Shocker, deal 1 damage to each hero. And then Advance, well, at least they'll be gone. And that's 3 to get me to 17. Whew. Good thing for that. Under Surveillance. And Shadow of the Past. All right. So things just got real. All right. So there's that. And then there's this. Wow. So threat is a real issue. Threat is threatening. All right. 6 on. So we need to clear a lot of threat and a lot of enemies. Let's see how this goes. All right, we'll have to think. This will be my thinking turn. So I think these Wakanda Forevers are going to come in handier. I could take both of them out, especially if I use the daggers. So I probably don't need the crew quarters. Do I want 2 Wakanda Forevers? Is this the time for that and not worry about the pieces of the suit? All right, he can get rid of 2 threat. He can get rid of 2 threat. He can get rid of 4 threat. So that can at least be this is gone and this here. Flip. What have I got in my hand? What is this? Oh, because I played foiled. Okay. So let me take my... Nope, let me just wait. +6 armor. I've got Nick Fury, which is pretty good. So that's like 8 threat that I can clear. I could just block with Sentry. Alright, who do I need to get rid of? I got the Tactical Genius. So if I just deal 2, and I do the suit, or the daggers, because that hits, deal 1 damage to the villain and to each enemy engaged with that player. Okay, so I could do that, and then these could take him out. How am I going to get rid of him? We're going to have to figure that out. Ooh, I'm a little stuck. All right, let's put the daggers out, and then let's play Wakanda Forever. So we're going to deal 1 damage. Oh, no, we don't want the daggers because we can't do that to Killmonger. So we're going to put the suit out. We're going to transfer a damage. Then we're going to deal 2 damage. We're going to kill Shocker. And then we're going to remove 2 threat. Have to be anywhere, or does it have to be main scheme? All right, so my last one will be to remove 2 threat. We will exhaust him to remove 2 threat. And we will exhaust Sentry. I think we'll exhaust Sentry to deal damage here, so we can flip down. And we will flip down. Woo! All right, let's see. Black Powder Retaliate, easiest thing to forget. Yes. Have you ever tried Double Justice Comp yet? It's surprisingly good. One hero works on removing threat while the other one goes confused damage build. Ah, that's interesting, actually. Double Justice, so you could deal all the damage off the confusing. Yeah, no, that definitely seems to make sense. All right, over here, we are going to have a lot of mess to clean up. How are we going to deal with that? We're going to figure it out. We're going to go get the helmet. I don't have to shuffle my discard. And then we will futurist and take Coulson. These get discarded. I'm not really sure. I guess because those will all be together. So we get another card. Then we are going to play Skilled Investigator. And we're going to flip. We're going to play Nick Fury. What are we going to get rid of? We getting rid of Coulson to get this armor out? No, I think we need the helmet, but that's just 1 from each. I think he's going to be the bigger deal. So I'm going to discard the armor. Don't freak out, everybody. Draw 3. Then I will have Nick clear this. That'll trigger Skilled Investigator to draw a card. Then I will play Coulson. Actually, I should have had myself clear it and not Nick, because Nick could deal 2 damage here. Oh, actually, I can too, so no biggie. Coulson is then going to go get me counterintelligence. I will then use Pepper Potts and Pepper Potts' ability to play counterintelligence. And I will play Honorary Avenger on myself to go to 11. Whew, this is getting full use out of everybody. Coulson will remove 2 threat here. Bring us down to 15. I will attack twice. The arc reactor, I will thwart twice to bring that down to 11. And then I will use my gauntlets to attack Killmonger twice and get rid of him. Whew, okay. I don't need to deal a damage because that's not going to do anything. All right, how's this going to go? This is going to go to 14. We're going to block it with counterintelligence. Okay. And I drew both advances, right? That's what got me in this mess. So that's good. All right. We'll probably get Ronin out now that we dealt with all that. That's okay. All right. We got Quake here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get 7 cards. I don't know. These, I think, there were some I got at PAX Unplugged 2019, which I think were these ones. So here's the original one. Here's the original Iron Man. And then I think this full art one was from PAX Unplugged. Maybe Gen Con they were handing them out. I don't know. And then I think this came in the OP kit that came into our store. So I got that one from there. Sounds correct. So I have 3 different for the original 5. Okay, we ready everything. T'Challa draws 6 cards. Where is my Golden City? Still didn't get it. I got Nick Fury. And I don't have the dog either, huh? Man. Yes, there's some tricky pieces. But we're doing okay. We're getting there, and we're building. His deck hasn't worked the way I'd hoped it would, but... Okay, all right, so we're adding 3 here, but we're going to trigger counterintelligence to cancel that. So then he's going to scheme against him for 1 plus 2 is 3. And then he's going to attack over here into Nick Fury and put this into play. Oh, no. Oh, no. So when Nick leaves play, we add 2 threat over here, bringing that to 16. Yikes. All right, and then card. So there's that. And then, of course, he's going to get attacked. So I can't block, so it's going to be 6, plus 0, so that's good. So I go down to 5 health over here. And then the second card is going to be discard the top card in counter deck, deal X damage, or place X threat on the main scheme. So I can put 1 threat on the main scheme. And I think I will, because it's 1 more than what I drew, and I drew a 0. Sorry if I'm going fast on those. All right. Yep, those all sound right to me, what you're saying there. And this is gone. Okay. What do we do to get out of all this? Clear that one. We have Heroic Intuition, so let's start there. We will play Heroic Intuition. And we will thwart twice. Now it's for 3 each time, and this is gone, and we can trigger Skilled Investigator to draw a card. Okay, so we're not worried about damage, we're worried about threat. So Coulson will get rid of 2. And then we will trigger Pepper Potts and use my Repulsor Blast to play Sonic Rifle. Use that to confuse him. And then we will play Quake, and we will play another plasma pistol. Quake can remove a threat. Look at this board. This is gorgeous. I don't know if I started whispering. You can let me know. Yeah, I know, right? Did not expect that to get that out of control. All right, so she removes a threat, so we're down to 14. What am I going to be able to remove here? 4. Nick could remove 8 if I trigger his ability specifically. I'm not going to flip Iron Man down. I don't have a reason to. Oh, look at this. I'm going to... It doesn't even matter, does it? I'm just going to hit this guy once with a plasma pistol. I'd rather keep these out of my deck, just keep my deck thin. So that's why I'm doing that. And then he'll die on the retaliate. All right, so then over here I'm going to play Nick. I'm going to use my Honorary Avenger and my Crew Quarters to play Nick with a double resource and draw 3. Hey! So I will use Golden City and Avengers Mansion to play, what did I say? Ancestral Knowledge and Avengers Mansion. Draw that. Draw 2. There's Lockjaw. All right. So now I think the play is Wakanda Forever and Endurance. Get that out of my deck. So we'll use this to play Endurance. Give myself 10 health now. Flip. 1, 2, 3, 4 threat removed. Now you're going to start to see some control. 2 more threat removed. Get that down to 8. He's at 3 damage out of 5. This is where Sentry does work. Play a Wakanda Forever. I will transfer a damage from me to the Mercenary, so he's gone. I will Power Claw for 2, and then I'll remove 2 threat. We got that from 16 down to 6. All right. Energy pays. Uh-oh, what did I do? I thought Pepper is printed resource. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. How could I go back? I discarded a double. All right, so I don't put this plasma pistol down. I use it, and I get rid of this one, and that pays for Quake instead, because I needed a second resource, and I'll hold the double resource. Thanks. Yeah, I thought I could use those ones, but it's the other one, so that makes sense. Oh, did I deal 2 damage? I don't think I did. All right. That's how we do it. Now we should be getting somewhere. 11 health again. Cards here. So, nope, I'm going to draw up here first. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tech still. So we're going to 7 cards. When he goes down, he's going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. All right. All this stuff on the table. How are we blocking here? Oh, I was fine. All right. Brian says I was good now, but that's all right. Okay, that's all right. I don't mind. I'll hold the double resource. I didn't play the other gun, so it's no biggie, whichever way it was. All right. What's happening here now? Should I get the Star-Lord, Gamora, or Venom hero packs? I'm looking for advice. All right, Star-Lord if you want to play standard fast. Venom if you want a very solid. Actually, Venom and Gamora are both good solid solo characters. I think that's just going to be. I find Venom a little more exciting to build. Gamora feels a little more standard in solo. It'll be interesting when she can't use Stun and Confuse, because there's going to be some villains that have Steady and Stalwart. So That will probably make her a little bit more interesting. And I just realized that my overhead light is on, and that's probably producing terrible glare. And I'm going to hope that that's a lot better for people. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. We should have this pretty close now. We're just going to have to block with Coulson. And here we go. So we had 3 threat here. Obviously, we're waiting for Ronan to come out. And did I draw my cards? Nope. Draw over here. We get 5 with Black Panther. Yeah, everything would be my vote, but it's hard to know what people want to play, especially when you get that far down the line. Like, I don't know what you like to play. If you play solo or multiplayer, or if you play standard or not, and if you have fun going quick, or if you want to build up a huge thing like this. Look at this. It's unbelievable. I mean, I guess that's always Iron Man because of his suit, but still cool. All right. He adds 3 threat. He attacks Iron Man. Coulson will take it. Done. Schemes. Done. Cards. Oh, whoops. They were both flipped up. That's my bad. So he doesn't scheme. Oh, that's why I was thinking I could flip down. All right, so he doesn't scheme, but Nick Fury will block it. I put these cards out like this. So Nick Fury blocks it. Oh, it gains overkill. There you go. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm down to 8. My bad. Still confused there. And now we get cards. He's tough. Caught off guard. We'll get rid of Honorary Avenger. Lose a health. And bring the hammer down. Surge. Discard the top 5. Here he comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I guess this one happens, which gains Surge. Rhino heals 4. 25. All right. Away we go. So we will martial prowess, each of us. And then I will remove 4 threat. Flip down and draw 2 cards. Darn it. And I will use Boot Camp to play Battle Fury on Iron Man. Hold my Wakanda forever, and he's at 4. Over here, I will ping Tough off of him. And then I will play Heroic Intuition on T'Challa. And I will play Jack Flag. I will use Pepper. 2 resources, 3, 4. Put Jack Flag out. Jack Flag will thwart for 2 and gain a counter that he can deal 2 damage with. And then I will... I still don't have that thing to go aerial, huh? That's a pain. Which one do I want to do? Right, I guess I will Repulsor Blast then, using the Martial Prowess. So I'll do that and draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got 4 symbols, so that's going to deal 9 damage. So he goes to 16. Oh, is he tough? No, I got rid of the tough. I'll trigger this to bring him to 15. I will attack him for 2 and then ready. And I will flip down and heal. Is that going to get me in trouble? Probably, right? I'll use Quake then to get rid of 1 more threat. Oh, he's confused too, huh? And then I will Stark Tower to find a tech. Which I'm assuming is that pistol. Yeah, the Queen Carrier is how I'm supposed to pay for the aerial. I just haven't gotten it. And then I will Futurist and take this foiled which will put me through my deck. And I will use these two to play for a plasma pistol. And I'll hold my supersonic punch, and we'll see if we can just punch him out next turn. 13 plus 32, 45 damage. Be tricky with the stun. We'll see. Might take 2 turns. Alright, so we will draw back up to 6. Yeah, we got Nick, so who knows. Pulsar Blast, Supersonic Punch. So that's like 15, 17. Alright, yeah. Maybe not quite. Alright, Wakanda Forever. Draw back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 2 Wakanda Forevers, so that could be 8 damage. Shuri could go get us another item that we could play to up our damage, so we'll be close. We'll see how far we get him. Alright, watch your Star-Lord speedruns. He looks really fun, but I already have so many leadership cards from Cap and Hawk. Ah, if you're looking for cards. So of those... Man, I still like his one. Venom. What were Venom's cards? I'd probably go Gamora if you're looking for the other cards. If you're looking for aspect cards more than heroes, I think Gamora is what I would do. Alright. I'm calling it now, last turn. I think I'm going to be a little bit short, but... No, I can't do that. I'm calling it now, last turn. I'm going to do 45 damage to him. The other way is just wussing out. Alright, so we put 3 on there, and he's confused. Over here, he schemes for 3. That goes to 8. And then we get cards. And we get Ronin. That's awesome. So we're going to go right past Ronin. Ready? Because he doesn't have guard. He's just going to be left standing. T'Challa, I can discard a Panther upgrade I control, which is 1 damage, or exhaust myself, which is 3 damage. So we'll get rid of the suit. That might slow us down. We'll have to see. It's kind of 2 damage, right? Oh, I could just get rid of the Tactical Genius. Haha. All right. And then over here, charge. So we are all in on this, huh? All right. Here we go. Futurist. We need damage, so let's take the double resource, discard those. And then, do we have a tech item? No. So we will discard counterintelligence and this pistol in order to play Nick Fury, draw 3 more cards. Then we'll use Stark Tower to go back and get the pistol. Then we will use Pepper Potts to pay for this pistol. Can we pay for all these? Yep. All right. We will flip up. We will use Martial Prowess to pay for Repulsor Blast. Look at this ridiculousness. Okay, so hold on. I don't have this resource, huh? How am I going to get it? I don't know. Oh well. All right, we'll play Repulsor Blast and discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got those 2. So that's only 5 damage, but the beauty is the Quinn Carrier is going to be on top, which is the mental resource we need. So we deal 5 damage to him. He's down to 8. So now... Oh, I used Pepper Potts. Darn it. I thought I was so sneaky. All right, so now we got to figure out how to deal 8 damage. 2, 4, 6, 8 if I attack. Any other way of drawing cards? Only if I clear a scheme. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8 with my arc reactor. We'll flip him. That gets rid of this on Jack Flag. We should have a thing. Sorry about that. So then he's going to be at 32 health. And he's going to stun Iron Man. And he's going to be tough. So I will use my 2 gauntlets, 1 to unstun, and 1 to remove his tough. So now we got to do 32 damage. All right. So first things first, we will Repulsor Blast. Now we'll Supersonic Punch for 4. He's down to 28. And then 2 Plasma Pistols. Bring him down to 26. Sorry, this board is so messy. I promise I'm trying to do a good job. Or I am doing it correctly is what I mean. All right, and then we will Repulsor Blast, because I don't think I can get Quake out unless he's going to put something down. Nope, no card draws for me. All right, so I will Repulsor Blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to be only 2 symbols. So that's going to be 5 more. 21. So we leave it 21 damage. We'll confuse him with the rifle. 21 damage for Black Panther. I punched him. I did all that. Okay, here we go. Black Panther, drawing 2 cards with Golden City. 2 crew quarters. Don't need them. Put Shuri out. Go get an upgrade. My knives in here. Yep, get my daggers. Put my daggers out. Flip. I will Wakanda Forever. And I will deal 1 damage to each thing engaged with me. And that includes him. How are we doing? Does Repulsor Blast have to be printed like... Yeah, no, you can't use wilds. It has to be printed. So I probably went really fast and should have showed those a little bit better. I know they're hard to see on the camera. I had 2 lightning bolts there. There was a previous one where I had a wild in terms of all that. Yeah, printed. Thanks. Brian's on that. Okay, so I dealt 1 to each of them. Then I'm going to transfer 1 from me to him. That's 19. And then I will deal 4 with the claws. That's 15. Feel like I've got this. Then I'll play another Wakanda Forever. So 1 to Ronin. 1 here. Transfer 1. And deal 4. That brings him to 9. I will punch him for 3. I will Sentry for 3. And I will Shuri for 1. No! He has 2 health left. I got nothing. Oh, so close. Nothing, huh? So it really was just that. So at some point, I should have used my genius. What did I have early on? I had Coulson. I should have saved Coulson so that I could go. So had I really been thinking that out, I would have saved Coulson, not spent him as a resource. And I don't remember what else I spent. I might have had to spend a double. That might have been why. I think I put Nick Fury out or something. Yeah. So I would have saved Coulson so I'd have that resource. Or I would have just made sure I put it on top, flip over with Pepper Potts, and then go aerial. And then I would have had the Supersonic Punch would have been 8. And these would have done 2 each. Although I used them to remove a stun and do that, so it wouldn't have made a big difference there. But, oh, so close. Honorary Avenger to go to 10. All right, let's finish this up. Darn it. We're getting extra cards. So this isn't walk in the park, I guess. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I was moving Ronin. I wonder if the one time I forgot to move... Did he ever attack? No, I just killed him. So he will move over here this time, but it doesn't really matter because they can block for each other. 5, 6, 7. I mean, they're dead. I'm not going to worry about that. I have 2 damage left. Just need to survive. Oh, wait. No, there's no way I could have played the dog. He only does 2 damage. Ugh. Can't believe how close that was. Okay. So we're going to add 3 right here. It goes to 11. Didn't go through my deck. Went through my deck here. He's going to attack here. He's got charge. Let's see. When the villain phase begins. So he's going to move over here. So he has charge. So I really just need to take this, huh? For 7? Yikes. Can I actually live? I think I have to block with Nick, right? So I block with Nick. He hits me for 8 total. 2 plus 6 brings me down to 2. And then Ronin attacks, and Shuri takes it over here. Woo! Nothing there. Then he's going to attack me here, and Jack Flag is going to take it. It is for +1, so it's 5 + 0. Jack Flag is out. See, I think the ally blocking is just part of the game. Like, I know that people don't, it feels really powerful, but I think it's just part of what they planned. Like, your health is low, so your allies are going to block for you, especially when you get to endgame like this. One goes here, so we reshuffle. Oh. And retaliate. Yeah, I wish I could have taken the damage, huh? But I blocked. That would have been interesting. I don't think I had enough to block both, did I? He hit for 8, and I blocked 2. So I would have gone down to 4, and then he would have hit me. Yeah, I didn't have it. Yeah, I could do that, but then I would risk... yeah, he'd only go to 1, and then I'd get hit the second time, and I'd be done because of this +1. So, good idea, though. That would have been fun. All right, Surge. Give the villain and each minion engaged with you a tough status card. So rude. I guess we'll have to try to take Ronin out, right? Only makes sense. And Surge. Usurp the throne. And Exhaustion. My goodness gracious. And Shadow of the Past. Oh my gosh, will this kill me? Does he have Quick Strike? No, he has Retaliate. Okay. That would have been funny. All right, shuffle these in. So there's 5 threat here. Oh my goodness. And Assault. He's got that tough. So I'm just going to take it. 4. Oh, goodness gracious. So 7. So I go down to 3. And I retaliate for 1. All right. And then we got all this mess. It's just so much mess. But we can play Hulk. Why not? Play Hulk. And we will punch Whiplash. And draw a punch. So we'll kill Whiplash. Which will deal Hulk 2 damage. And then we will use these 4 to play Lockjaw out of here. And Lockjaw will attack for 2 on Ronin. And then I will attack for 3 on him. And then we'll pass it over here. I actually have enough. I have no idea. We will spend this to go Aerial. And we will Repulsor Blast Ronin. Man, this deck is not working the way I hope. So there's 3, so that's 7 damage. So he's at 11. And then we will spend Pepper Potts to Repulsor Blast him again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Wow. I really thought I made this deck with all lightning bolts. I did not. So he's at 14. So 15, 16, 17, 18. We'll kill him. I can't clear all this threat. And then I've got one more gauntlet. And I take out Rhino. There's a big mess. Look at, oh my gosh. People are freaking out right now. No, why, Brant? Why would you do that? Wow, that's a lot on the table. Brian's texting me saying, you had the resources, man. You had them. All right, there you go. This is just because I'm going to have to sort all the cards anyway. I'm not one to be crazy about that. Sorry if you wanted to see some kind of endgame result, but clearly I had Ryan. I was mad that I didn't get him on that turn. So what was he at? He was at 13, and then I did another 32, so it was 45 minus, so I did 43 damage plus a tough and shook off a stun. So somewhere in there I had to loot. No, I just lost that item. Yeah. So I just didn't have it. Oh, it's because I forgot to play. I forgot to save the thing. Yeah, and normally I would get the Quinn Carry out, and then I'd use the Quinn Carry to make sure I could fly. You can also play the 2-cost one that gives you a mental resource. It's got like 3 charges. That works really well to put in there. I was not happy that my deck was not drawing bolts. I mean, I definitely did 9 damage sometimes, and 7 is perfectly fine. But I wanted to see some regular 9s and 11s. And I had a lot more resources in there that I didn't realize I had that didn't come out. Black Panther also didn't do a great job getting all those cards out. I mean, I got more out than you realize. I got martial prowess and combat training and honorary avenger and endurance. I didn't get the crew quarters out. And then kind of got allies was the other thing that I was using to do a lot of blocking. Sentry definitely played an MVP role there, so don't discount Sentry. He's awesome, even though you get 1 extra encounter card. Don't think of it like Star-Lord, where you're like, oh no, I'm going to die. Like, one time I get 1 encounter card, and now I have a character that can get rid of 10 threat or do 15 damage. So he's definitely really good. I like him better in decks that have high resources. So, like, Black Panther, Rocket, Captain Marvel, Hulk, those would be the ones that I would play with him, so that suddenly you're not giving up 4 cards to put him on the table. Resources and cards are different things, so it's one thing to say, oh, that costs 4 resources, too expensive, but what if it only costs 2 cards, right? Is it worth it now? Because then 1 costs are no good when you draw your double resources, so that's really good to be able to do. Nice. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. That was fun. I didn't expect so many people to be on. Does anybody have any questions or anything for me? I could do a little Q&A if you want, Marvel Champions or other. If there's other games that you're interested in seeing on the channel, you can let me know that as well. I know I haven't been playing as much on here and whatnot. I know once we get Mad Titan Shadow that Larry's going to join me, so we'll be able to do that again, but we got the rig at the store, so things kind of have to move. Enhanced Awareness. Thank you, Brian. That is the one. Oh yeah, I wonder, right, I was 1 damage short, so then had I retaliated and done the one with that pistol that I didn't have out, although I had the pistol out in the end, so it was an extra damage. Ah, I was so sad. I really thought I could do that. I thought I could get rid of 45 damage in 1 turn with the Tufts. Anything piercing. Yeah, Black Panther had a lot of damage there, but not quite enough with those. All right, doesn't look like too many people have questions, so I think I'm going to head on out. Thanks so much, everybody. This was fun. It's always fun to play Marvel Champions. Do a couple others on the channel. You know, it's funny because I'm just not a huge solo gamer. So playing some games are fun, but I think I really like to keep them under an hour when I play solo. So I think that's what becomes trickier for me, where some people are at least even under a camera. In terms of all that, I'd love to do, like, I've got Mage Knight and Star Trek Frontier, but those are just so long to be able to play on a stream. I don't know that people would want to watch. I would like to go back and do a double-handed Spirit Island, because I do like that game a lot. And then just finding people to be able to play with and whatnot, but there's all that. We're looking mid to late October for the release of Mad Titan Shadow. I just think we don't know. I think it's just a matter of it's trying to ship, and everything's so messy, and they aren't changing the time. They're just kind of throwing it around. So I would just wait until you hear confirmation from your store or whoever you ordered from. Currently, I can tell you we can't order it from distribution. So when they show us things, there's nothing on the list from distribution for that. So we can't order it. That's all we know. But they don't say, but you can order it on September such and such. So it will just be whenever. Do I have a tier list of my favorite heroes to play? My favorite heroes to play. So I'm supposed to do a top 5 heroes and villains with somebody on a different channel. So I guess I'm kind of holding off a little bit on that. The tier list thing is interesting. Like, I don't know. In my mind, there's no doubt that Doctor Strange is the best hero. If you want to be able to win, he's the only one that we have a video recorded of beating expert Ronin. So, you know, he's got to be up there. I'm not saying other heroes can't do it. They might be able to, but that's the only one that we've seen. So there's that. Favorite is interesting. What I actually wanted to do, and people could tell me if they think this video would be interesting, I wanted to do one of, like, what people often think is that hero's ability and what really I think their power is in terms of all that. So Black Panther's a great example. So Black Panther, I cannot find him. It's really messy. I think a lot of people think Black Panther is all about Wakanda Forever, and I gotta just everything in my power to get his entire suit out, and then I can play Wakanda Forever, and he's very powerful, and people see it when it happens, but when it doesn't happen, they get frustrated. But I don't think that's true at all. I think you have to think of his kit all his cards as variety, versatility. What do I need? What is a big deal, you know? So I just knew I wanted to keep threat under control, because the more I keep threat under control, the more I can build. I'm really looking for him. This is funny. The more I keep threat under control, the more I can build with him. So I put the Tactical Genius out early so I could be able to use it. It was the card that went at the end. I don't need to deal damage anymore. And the Wakanda Forevers cost 1. So if it's 1 to remove 2 threat or 1 to deal 4 damage, it's a really good cost. You don't need to have all 4 pieces out. And then I think the other thing that's hugely underestimated about him is Golden City. Golden City is really his bread and butter card. Boy, the fact he can flip down, heal for 4 and draw 2 cards, or heal for 8 and draw 4 cards is incredible. So I think that's kind of the way. Like, I don't want to come at the video like, oh, I know better than all of you. I don't. But just things that I see common complaint. You know, with Thor, people get very upset, like, oh, if I can't draw cards from his minions, then I can't play Thor. It's like, well, but they put cards in his kit to manipulate being able to do that, right? And to kill a whole bunch of minions. So, you know, leave more on the table. It's easier in multiplayer because you can kind of move them around with get over here. But thinking about those things. Oh, right. And Vibranium is the other key as well. I agree. So it's like Golden City and Vibranium are really what make Black Panther possible. Then just think of his 4 cards as, hey, if I can get all these out, great. But if I can get 2 of these out earlier, 1, what's the one thing I really want to be able to do? If it's going to be minion heavy, maybe it's the claws. So I can take those out. If it's going to be small minions like drones, then I'm going to put the daggers out. So it's kind of those things. So maybe that's a video that I'll probably do it live because I like doing things live and people can comment. But I'll try to pick 5 or 10 heroes in terms of that. But yeah, my favorite heroes to play would be a different list. I'm just going to save that in case I get to do that on somebody else's channel, which we were talking about. So I don't want to go through that. But yes, Captain Marvel is one of my favorite to play. I will say that. I just love her card draw. And card draw in any game is good. And with any card game is good. Deck builders and those kind of things. And other characters can benefit off of card draw, but not the way that Captain Marvel can. She has so much card draw, and even card cycle, even her ability, which says get rid of a lightning bolt, heal 1, draw another card. So I can get rid of a card that I'm not interested in, right? I know I'm going to spend this as a resource anyway, so let me cycle that card. I think sometimes what happens is people use her ability afterward, and they'll say like, oh, now I have this card left, so let me cycle it. Oh, now I got another crummy card. No, cycle it before. What if I cycle it early? I get rid of a crisis interdiction. I don't need to control threat. Boom. I draw an energy absorption or whatever it is, the 3 resource card. Whoa, my whole turn just changed, right? So you got to think about what those things are in terms of all those different things. Yeah, no, there's definitely those unique ideas. Kennedy Hawk does a great with that. Steve does a great job. Honestly, Brian, who I play with, they think a lot of those outside the box kind of things. I don't know if I'm as outside the box. I think I'm more of the analytical math of it all is where I play. And doing all those things, which you could see today. I just played Rhino, and I just, wanted to see what these were and kind of thin the decks out. I really wanted Stark to draw a lot more, but I did plenty of damage, so worked there. Oh, that's actually another funny part, right? I would have won if I just drew 1 more Lightning Bolt. I didn't even think of that. I had 2 chances if I just drew a Lightning Bolt on an extra Lightning Bolt there. But yeah, so I guess that's a video that people would probably like to see, so I'll try to put that together, like what people think the hero's power is and what I really feel like the hero's power is and how you could make them work. So we'll talk through some of those. Cool. Any other questions for me before I head out? It was good hanging with everybody today. We'll see how these go. I'm going back to school, but I'll probably do some afternoon streams still. Luckily, since I teach high school, I get out around now, 2:30ish. So still gives me time to do things in the afternoon if it works out. And the hurricane didn't amount to anything, so that was good around here. I know Rhode Island got hit a little harder than Connecticut did, but we didn't end up with too much effect. I just got tons of wind and rain because the hurricane did a really weird thing where it spun into us going westward, like it went towards New York, and then it stalled. It was there this morning, and then it got pushed back this way. It was like trying to gain energy to go backwards, and then eventually it couldn't. It got pushed back over us. So I got rain again today from it coming back through. Really weird. It got pushed by another hurricane. I think Fred was the other hurricane that came through, which was just rain for us, but it pushed the other hurricane backwards. Crazy. All right, thanks so much, everybody. I am the Brandt, and until next time, I hope you step into the portal.